Hello, my name is Denise Horace, and this is my presentation on blended learning. So what is blended learning? It is the integration of online and face-to-face components. It is any time a student learns, at least in part, at a supervised brick-and-mortar location away from home, and at least in part through the internet with some element of student control over time, place, pace, and/or path. So it's a combination of on-site and off-site learning. So what are the benefits? It has the ability to meet students' educational needs, improves the student-to-student communication. It helps reduce the average overall per-student cost, and it improves student learning outcomes as well as lowering attrition rates. So like graduation rates, and students are less likely to fail. Some preconditions to consider. Institutional support, so do you have adequate technical support and resources for faculty to plan, design, and develop blended learning? Infrastructural readiness, the availability of a reliable and robust online platform. The third is content readiness, so you're going to be starting from scratch, and which is why it might be a little more expensive and time consuming, and are you able to adapt from an open educational resource? Instructor readiness, so do they have the ability to facilitate a student discussion online, ability to promote online collaboration learning, and a well-organized course website? And lastly, learner readiness, so do they have IT skills or internet experience? So the videos this week discussed blended learning and tech integration. Basically, they're not the same. So for example, our professors use iClickers, and using iClickers to answer basically helps them collect data, and this is not blended learning. But if we were to post those results in an online discussion or forum and have students defend their answers and offer their opinions, we move toward a more blended learning environment because it's more collaborative and student to student. Some hallmarks of blended learning. So the first one would be a strong connection between online and offline work. And it cannot be like supplemental or enrichment activities on this website or within the classroom. It has to be connected to the face-to-face interaction that took place. The second one is an increase in student collaboration and control. So basically what we said before, time, place, pace, or path of learning, and them having the ability to revisit content and take time to reflect on what they learned. The third one is online classroom presence. It needs to be an online home base where students can go to routinely access information, participate in online activities, and shape or post their ideas or work. An example would be what we use now at UCI, is just Canvas. This is not a static website either, where you're able to download handouts. And lastly, repurposed time. This relates back to like what we learned in a flipped classroom and how teachers are considered like guides on the sides. And you basically want to repurpose your class time. Half the class can be looking at videos that were on the website while the other class, is being helped by the teachers or they're helping others. And you give yourself more time for in-class activities. The other video we watched was the blended learning at Sponaway Elementary School, and this discussed Dreambox. So it's basically a math program that provides instruction and gives lessons and games to help students master their skills. This is all Common Core related and all aligns with what is being taught in the classroom, and this program reinforces what students have already been taught, and students have a good reaction to it. They say that they learn from it, they have fun, and that they think that it helps them work at their own pace. And this program doesn't take away from teachers' roles in classroom, but it provides them with practice at their level. My reactions: I believe it's good for all educational levels. The world of technology is advancing, so students need that in early education in order to provide them with basic knowledge of typing skills, using the internet, and being able to research information, and we should start that at an elementary school level. It helps foster learning environments where students can grow and think critically, and we should use technology for learning rather than enjoyment. And from my personal experience, I took an education class last quarter where a lot of the material, like videos and more of like the instructional stuff, was online, and then in classroom we did a lot of in-class activities. We were more hands-on with each other, and that's where we were able to ask questions that we couldn't have been able to ask like in a regular online classroom. And to me, I benefited a lot from it because it let me do it at my own pace while still getting that teacher interaction, which I wouldn't get in a normal online class.